And Gavron has no idea. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And there's Tiare putting in the back of the net.
Welcome to Instant Replay for MLS Match Day 23. I'm your host, Andrew Wiebe, and as always, we're taking a closer look at the most controversial refereeing decisions in Major League Soccer. And we start with the play that went everywhere. It was, yes, viral. Jamal Tiare robbing Luka Gavron to give Atlanta United a last-second stoppage time winner on one of those goals that you just have to see to believe. We're deep into stoppage time. Corner kick for Atlanta, and Gavron gathers. Now watch Tiare. He's thirsty, needs a drink, goes, picks up the water bottle, takes a drink, comes back onto the field, but instead of running back to his position at forward, he just kind of sits in the shadow of Gavron and waits, and waits, and waits, and nobody tells poor Luka. Luka puts the ball down, and there's your game winner, folks. All right, let's dig in from a referee point of view. I got two questions from folks on Twitter. Number one, the easy one. Isn't Jamal Tiare offside? No, he's not, because Toronto FC are in possession of the ball, and this is a turnover by Gavron. Number two, did Tiare deliberately leave the field of play without the referee's permission and then re-enter the field of play without the referee's permission? The laws state that those are cautionable offenses. And to that I would say you are reading the laws very literally, understandably so, but not practically and not logically in my opinion. We've got precedent here, folks. Does every defender who steps off to get a drink require a permission? Does every attacker who does so after a corner kick then recovers his position require permission? No, and watch referee Marcus de Oliveira. He observes the whole thing, has his eyes on Tiare, and never once motions to the forward to say, hey, you don't have permission to one, be off, or two, re-enter. Tiare is off the field of play for at most a second and a half or 2 seconds, and just barely, by the way. Only those moments when his arm is not on the post. Meanwhile, Gavron, after Tiare re-enters, has at least 8 or 9 seconds with the player behind him to recognize what's happening or to have a defender alert him to the danger. Ultimately, for me, this is a good goal, and there has to be some responsibility for Toronto FC players to recognize the danger and put it out. But boy, we will remember this one forever. All right, to the Atlantic Cup we go. Red Bulls DC United. Christian Dahome had a nightmare in this one. 2 yellow cards means red, and he was sent off. So let's take a closer look. First yellow card, yeah, that's going to be a good yellow from referee Malik Badawi. Stopping a promising attack, a reckless tackle, yeah, it's the definition of a yellow. But the second yellow, just a few minutes later, for me, not a yellow card. Number one, is this a promising attack? I don't think so. Cameron Harper is coming inside with defenders in front of him. Number two, how much of a foul do we really see here? Harper goes down awfully easy. To me, this is more shoulder to shoulder than anything else, and I don't think that Dahome should have seen a second yellow. Clearly, DC didn't think that either. But for sure, this is a penalty on Matty Patola. Watch him just hold Sean Nealis' hand all throughout the penalty box and then pull down right as Nealis jumps. Badawi's watching the whole thing. It's clear and obvious. That's a penalty. Good call. And I think the refereeing crew got it right in the 78th minute as well. This Cameron Harper goal, should it have stood? Is Corey Burke in an offside position and interfering with the goalkeeper? Yeah, potentially so, but look down the line. I cannot tell you that it is clear and obvious that Corey Burke is in an offside position. To me, this one is razor close, and I would never recommend a review if the call on the field was onside. I also agree with the final decision in Montreal, Philadelphia on this Jesus Bueno goal. Initially, you're thinking, is Ty Barabo in an offside position? Is he interfering? But no, if you look down the line on the original ball, he is onside. But okay, there's another possible offside on Barabo because look, Jack Elliott might get a touch here. And in that case, Barabo would be in an offside position. But look closely. Did Jack Elliott actually get a touch? For me, no. Therefore, the goal stands, and that was the final decision from the crew. Well done. Good call here from Lucas Spala as well in Nashville, Miami. Tyler Boyd gets fouled by Yannick Bright in the box. You can just see Boyd pulls the ball just to the side. Bright gets his foot, and yes, there's contact. Good decision. And well done to Alejandro Mariscal, the VAR in the Seattle-Chicago game. 54th minute. Watch Jonathan Dean here on Paul Rothrock. He is just pulling that shirt the entire way into the box, keeping Rothrock from the cross. That's a penalty, and it was caught by video review. I thought referee Joe Dickerson and Mariscal made the right decision as well in the 65th minute to judge Rafa Chijos' arm in a natural position here. Look how that arm is tucked in. Yes, it hits the arm, but for me, it's not extended, it's not in an unnatural position, it's not deliberate, that's not a handball. And late on, this is a penalty on Mauricio Pineda. Look at the contact to the back of Jordan Morris's heel and leg. He's just late, and that cost Chicago a point and gave 2 to Seattle from the penalty spot. And we finished with a crazy game in Portland, Minnesota in town. DJ Taylor called for this penalty kick on Felipe Mora, and it's not just the tug with the arm on the shoulder, it's also that left leg across the body as Mora attempts to make the run. Good call there for me by Tim Ford, the referee. And well done to the VAR in this match, Eunice Marcacci, because he catches in the 87th minute a handball on Jonathan Rodriguez before a goal is scored. It's this angle right here, folks. You can see, it comes off the chest, but then off the hand to settle and keep the ball in Rodriguez's path. All right, that's it for me from Match Day 23. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or critical feedback, you know I'm down to take it. And big thanks to my producer and editor on this one, Phil Levanco, who always makes me look as smart as I can possibly look. I'm Andrew Wiebe. We'll see you next time.